I'd like to call to order the October 22nd, 2024 Old Bridge Township Council meeting. Please stand for a pledge of allegiance. Please remain standing for a prayer and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, our first responders, those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, and this evening for all those that are suffering, whether it's through hurricanes, war. We want everyone to know that we are thinking about those that are in need and that are suffering. A moment of silence, please. Okay, and now our prayer, Mr. Asatuli.
O Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve thee in the chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear thy voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and a soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Present.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Here.
Councilman DePalma.
Here.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Desai is absent. Councilman Garcia.
Present.
Councilman Murphy.
Here.
Let the record reflect that Councilman Pasquini is absent. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Present.
And Council President Sohar.
Here.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on January 6, 2024, and has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Monday, November 18, 2024, at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the meeting. And we're going to begin with something that's very positive and we're very excited about. I'd like to have the introduction of new police officer Andrew Kayola. Good evening.
I stand before you tonight honored to increase the Old Bridge Police Department with our most recent addition, Police Officer Andrew Kayola. Andrew took his oath of office on October 17th. He attended the Ocean County Police Academy and served as a Special Law Enforcement Officer, Class 2 with the Seaside Heights Police Department. He holds a Bachelor's of Science degree from Fairleigh Dickinson University. I'm proud to introduce our newest member of the Old Bridge Police Department, Andrew Kayola.
Yep. Do you want to move this?
Congratulations. Thank you.
I think we're done. Absolutely. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, and we wish you nothing but luck and safety, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, on to the body of the meeting. Next will be 2024 Best Practices. Good evening, Dawn. And Mayor, of course. Oh, and Anna, I'm sorry. Good evening, BA as well. Next time I'll say just good evening, ladies. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and I got the short one. Yeah. Well, it'll be short. Good evening, Mayor and Council. It's that time of year again for the best practices inventory or checklist that's required by the Division of Local Government Services. They first started it in 2010. Since 2019, we have to submit it through their FAST system, which is their financial automation, tracking system, so they could kind of, it's gotten better over the years, but at the end, you'll see where it's still got some evolving. The best practices inventory assesses each municipality's compliance with various laws and evaluates implementation of fiscal and operational best practices. It also identifies areas where municipalities may require some further technical assistance. The 2024 best practice inventory had a total of 69 questions among 3 scoring categories. So the scoring categories are always core competencies, best practices, and then they have unscored questions. So core competencies addresses the statutory and regulatory compliance obligations and other areas critical to sound municipal finance and operations. There were 41 questions at 1 point each in this category. Best practices involves fiscal and operational practices that are of significant benefit to many municipalities, but are not foundational in nature or uniformly applicable to all municipalities. So this is kind of an extra credit category. You get a half a point for it. And kind of the difference, core competencies are, do we introduce the budget on time? Do we adopt it by the dates set by the state? Do we submit our AFS timely? Best practices, it's, do we have a reserve for storm recovery in case we have large snowstorms? A couple of years back, they changed it from snow removal trust to storm, in response to Sandy. So now we could use it towards any type of storm. Do we have a reserve for accumulated absences? It's not something you necessarily have to have, but it's a good practice, because you could get large payouts. It kind of is a cushion. And then there's unscored survey questions. These are usually ones, if the state has something they're about to roll out, like this time around, there were a lot of affordable housing questions, which I believe they're starting the 4th round of that. So a lot of questions on that. And there were 17 of those questions. So there were a total of 52 scored questions covering the following topics: ethics, personnel, budget, financial administration, capital projects, transparency, environment, procurement, cybersecurity, lead remediation, shared services, special improvement districts, utilities, and then there were 3 new ones this year: affordable housing, redevelopment, and broadband. Now, last year, there were a lot of questions on solid waste and recycling. This year, nothing. So it's just, they kind of gather information on some of them. A minimum score of 35 points was needed to receive full final state aid payment, which for Old Bridge is $307,146.67. Now, according to the FAST system, out of a possible 46.5, we scored 38.5. But something seemed off, so I added it up 5 times. I came up to 41.5 that we scored. So regardless, we are not losing any state aid, nor have we ever lost any state aid due to the best practices. Does anybody have any questions? I added up 41.5. FAST is telling me 38.5, but you need a minimum of 35. So we're good either way. I think some of them too, especially the utility ones, they're not applicable to us. So I don't know if it's saying we get a point, but I don't know if maybe they're not counting certain things. Yeah. I know we don't lose any credit, but I don't know. It might be a glitch in their system.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank Dawn for overseeing this every year. She works with several of our departments to gather the information. If you heard all the different topics that are covered in this, it involves a little bit of everybody. Clerk's office, obviously HR, I think Public Works was involved, building department, engineering. So, you know, I thank Dawn for working with all of our professionals to get this done every year, and clearly we're doing a good job.
Yeah, we should be very proud, and Dawn works very hard, and as you know, it's budget season now, and they're working on that really hard, too. Yeah, it's always budget. When one ends, the next day it starts. Yeah. Just one.
Question. Is this required of all bodies, like the MUA, the Board of Education? I mean, do they have best practices as well?
I am not sure. I'm not sure if they have their own version
Right.
of it. I haven't seen one, because sometimes when the division puts stuff out,
Right.
you know, we get notified, but I honestly
Okay,
am
no,
not
I was
sure.
just wondering, if there's something, that was available to look at. Is this being put in a place where people could see this? I mean, or is it?
Yeah, once it's finalized, I have to submit it to the state by Friday. We usually, I believe we post on the website. If
Yeah,
not,
I
we'll
thought you
definitely
did.
do
I
it.
just wanted to make sure the people know, the residents know, they can track it and they can see what the best practices have been, approved and how we rated with it. So I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone else? No? Okay, thank you.
I do know that the MUA gets yearly, I think it's the 20th year in a row that we get financial awards every year for the good job that the finance department does.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dawn, for all that work. It's a hard job. Thank you. Next will be approval of minutes, resolution approving the regular combined council meeting minutes of April 30th, 2024, and October 8th, 2024. Do I have a motion? Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Bill list, Mr. Garcia.
Okay, thank you. Bill list as of October 22nd, 2024. Accounts payable, October 22nd, 2024, $12,666,552.11. Payroll, October 11, 2024, $1,173,113.36. Payroll overtime, October 11, 2024, $44,208.77, and that completes my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Garcia. And
Excuse me for 1 second. Just let the record reflect that Councilman Desai has entered at 7:44.
okay, thank you. Okay, can we have a breakdown of the overtime, please? Anna?
Sure. We had a slight uptick in our overtime for this last payroll, mostly due to Old Bridge Day. The sworn police overtime was $20,239.07. Deduct grants, $6,534.73. Deduct ETO, $3,025.72. And deduct accreditation, $1,190.90. For a total of $9,487.72 and 241 and a half men and women hours. We have 2 officers on light duty and 4 still out on, injured on duty.
Thank you very much. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Okay, moved by Mr. Murphy, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I skipped Councilman Desai.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, thank you. Consent agenda, I would like to get a motion and a second, and then I'll go for separations.
Move it.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli, and now separations.
Councilman Asatuli, any items for separation?
No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes, just see 6, 7, and 8 for discussion.
C6, 7, and 8. Councilman DePalma?
No, thank you.
Councilman Desai?
No, thanks.
Councilman Garcia?
I have none, thank you.
Councilman Murphy?
No, thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
No, thank you.
Council President Sohar?
No, thank you.
Okay,
So we'll vote on the balance
the balance,
without C, 6, 7, and 8.
yes. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, C6, Mrs. DeCaro.
We can talk about 6, 7, and 8 all together. I just really wanted to highlight the, the shared service with the county. And do we, just curiously, for the public to hear, do we reach out to the county? Does the county reach out to us? Because I was just speaking to one of the commissioners last night, and she was saying that there are just a lot of grants and things available out there. So, this is wonderful to see, on the agenda. So I'd just like to maybe just shed some light on the whole thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, good evening, everybody. As far as C6, this is chlorofluorocarbons, basically the Freon that's in like a refrigerator or air conditioning unit. We do the scrap collection, every other week, and all that Freon needs to be recycled properly. We go to a approved site, the Freon's taken out, they charge us for that, but at the end of the year, the county reimburses us for that. So that's just a formality that we have it on record that we're gonna be reimbursed for that program. Then when you move to C7, that's a shared service for the paint collection. So once a month, you could bring all types of paint to the recycling center. We have staff there that helps unload it. And, we find some interesting old Rickle cans and all sorts of stuff when people are moving. But so the county handles that whole program. They handle the whole cost of that. We use the recycling tonnage grant that we receive to staff it. And we're there just to assist, but the county runs that same thing just to formalize it so everybody understands, the legal aspect of it. Then when you move to C8, that's an agreement for cooking oil. Again, the county fully funds that. It formalizes that we have a cooking oil recycling container in our yard. The only thing that we do for that is when it gets full, we call them, they send a vendor out to clean it up, so it's limited work. We work really well with the county. We were at an event today. We were at a recycling center up in South Brunswick, and we appreciate that. These are really good services for the residents, so we're always welcome to any service that they want to add to our recycling center.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I saw that. It is a great program. Now, the paint recycling, I think I was reading that that's open to the whole county. We house it here, but we host it and it's open to the whole county. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
good to know.
well, with that particular program, and most of the county programs, not every town has a paint collection day. So like they'll skip like every third town. Old Bridge is fortunate enough to host one, so it's very convenient for our residents. But we have a log book, and we just ask the residents, where are you from? They say East Brunswick. We just check it off so the county can keep an accurate record of where the paint's actually coming from. But that's once a month. It's the second Saturday of every month. And we also take fluorescent light bulbs that day. That's a newer addition. But a lot of people, they don't know where to get rid of the old long tubes or like even like the compact fluorescents people kind of switch to. So it's a good service.
So it's excellent. Yeah, just a question. I just thought of, so for the chlorofluorocarbons with the discarded appliances, we're talking about refrigerators, so do residents have to like call when, if they put the refrigerator out on the thing, like out on their curb, is that?
So the way the program works is any resident can call the township and set up a white good or appliance pickup. We ask what it is, whether it's a hot water heater or refrigerator. It's state law that you have to take the doors off of a refrigerator. So our staff talks them through that, make sure it's safe for everybody. They don't need to do anything else. All they have to do is get the appliance, whether it's a dryer, anything, to the curb. And then our staff picks it up, puts it on a truck. Once the truck's full, we bring it to a facility in Keesby, and they handle all the chlorofluorocarbon, all that good stuff.
Hydrofluor.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a white appliance.
It doesn't matter. I don't know why they call it white goods. We're transitioning to appliance
Stainless
collection.
steel, no.
I said one, yeah. Many years ago, I was dropping off the appliances, and I walk up to the man at the scale, and I said, "I have a whole load of white goods." He goes, "What's that?" I'm like, "Appliances," So, we're shifting away from white goods. I think more people understand appliance.
Asked a few times in the village. How come I can only put out white appliances? I'm like,
Yeah. We're happy to pick them up for you.
Thank you so much, Casey. Good. I'm glad that, just for the benefit of the public, I thought that was something to highlight. Yeah, thank you.
So if I could just plug Public Works for a second.
Yes.
We recently opened up a Facebook group for recycling. So, Anna was instrumental in getting that all set up for us. So we encouraged all residents to go to the Old Bridge Recycling Facebook group. Due to the settings, you have to be entered into the group. But once you're in, our staff does a great job posting all the upcoming events that we have. And, even wind advisories. And, if it's going to be snowing, we haven't done that yet. But, take your recycling in from the curb so the snowplows can get by and stuff like that. So it's going to be really informational. And we actually took a lot of video today of the recycling center that we were at. So we're going to put some clips together for the residents to see what happens to the recycling after it's picked up.
That's good. And comments can be made on this page or
Nope,
no?
no, it's,
Yay, okay,
I
perfect.
think it's the best thing is
That's
strictly
what
informational.
I love it. That's what I was asking.
If you have any questions, you
First
can call the
thing would
office.
be, God knows.
No, it's fully informational, and it's very, very useful. Sometimes you just want to see something, so you might not want to scroll to the township Facebook page. So you're like, I have a question about
that's great.
recycling, and
wonderful.
and the things are right there for you, pickups and all that stuff. So it's really, really useful. And if people are interested, it's facebook.com/groups/OB Recycles. That's the group. That information has been posted on our township Facebook page for quite a while, and we'll keep blasting it out to keep growing. It's got quite a numbers of residents already on the page. So.
Communication is the paramount, and that's a great thing. Commenting, that's a whole nother story, so thank you. Okay. Anybody, you
everyone.
good, Casey?
Yep.
Okay,
Have a
so,
great night.
all right, do I have a motion? Can we
Move
just
it.
can we do them together? All right, okay, so we moved it, okay, we seconded it, we're good to go. All right.
Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes,
8 yeses.
okay, reported the township clerk.
So I did just want to make a brief mention that the township has created and updated an elections page
Thank
on
you.
the
Yes, I was gonna thank you.
on the township website. So
Nice.
any important links to county information will be there, voter applications, voter registration applications, when early voting is, when actual election is. So if anybody's interested, there is a page out there on the township website, centrally located, with all the information in one spot.
Thank you. I was going to say that because you did a great job doing that, making, again, communication is paramount. This way people know where they can vote early, when they can vote early, applications that they need, anything like that. And that's important because we want all the residents to know where the information is and how to go about getting it all in one place. So thank you, Kate. Thank you very much.
Also wanted to thank Amy Alonso. She works in the manager's office. She was paramount in helping me put everything together and get it centrally located.
Okay, great. That's a great thing. Thank you. Okay, next is Township Attorney.
Madam President, as promised, the DCA did issue fourth round affordable housing requirements. I would say I wasn't overly surprised with the numbers that were assigned to Old Bridge. So basically, what they presented was that this is the fourth round, and it's every 10 years. Fourth round, the township's present need is 318 affordable units. And then the prospective need, which is future, is 685 units. The methodology, if anyone's interested, they put out a pamphlet which they discuss the methodology and has everybody's numbers. I'd sent it to Anna. Anna has it, so if any council member wants to see it. Vina, I forwarded it to Vina, even though she's recovering. Just one thing is, even from the last time on the present need, as developments have been coming on, there is an affordable component that Vina had required. So we have been collecting new affordable units since our third round. Not sure about the number, but maybe there might be about 100 already. So that's, and then prospective need is something that you address through zoning. And so what they say that, beyond what's due now, you have to plan for the next 10 years. And so the next step would be Vina is going to do a vacant land analysis, because they sort of do a top-down approach. And if you look at the land that's may be open and available, but it may not be developable for myriad of reasons. There can be environmental constraints, wetlands, so they don't necessarily know that. And then, so that sort of puts into perspective what the developable property is. And then by January 31st of 2025, municipalities have to adopt a resolution either saying they're going to accept the numbers provided, and if it's a different number, you say with the number you think it is, and then you obviously then have to and give reasons why. And then the housing element and everything has to be in place by June of 2025. Okay. All right?
Yeah.
So we're starting that process. Those on the planning board will be busy. Any member who will be sitting on the planning board will become very busy, and then there may be different ordinances come back. Some of you have been through this with the third round last time, so you're more familiar with it. But so that's where we are.
Okay, well, thank you. I need a motion to accept the attorney's report.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Murphy.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Administrative report, Anna?
All right, thank you very much. Number 1, early voting. In-person early voting will take place at the Old Bridge Public Library from Saturday, October 26th through Sunday, November 3rd. Polls will be open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Absentee and mail-in ballots can be placed in the drop box located at the municipal complex. We encourage all of our residents to vote. Election Day 2024. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Polls will open at 6 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. For information on your polling location, please visit oldbridge.com/clerk or call the clerk's office at 732-721-5600, extension 2200. Fourth quarter tax payments. The Township Division of Tax Collection will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the fourth quarter tax collection period. The tax office will also be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 9th, and from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, November 12th. Please note that the township offices will be closed on Monday, November 11th in observance of Veterans Day. Payments can be made in person at the tax office, at the drop box located near the front doors of the administration building, by mail, online through our website, and by signing up for automatic withdrawal. For homeowners who are already enrolled in automatic withdrawal program, your taxes will be withdrawn on or about November 5th, 2024. For additional information, please contact the Township Division of Tax Collection at 732-721-5600, extension 2999. property tax reimbursement senior freeze forms. The deadline to file the 2023 PTR form with the state of New Jersey is October 31st, 2024. Applications must be postmarked by October 31st, 24. For additional information, residents should contact the State of New Jersey Division of Taxation at 1-800-882-6597 or the Township Division of Tax Collection at 732-721-5600, extension 2999. Township Halloween Spectacular Event. Please join us on Saturday, October 26th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for our Halloween Spectacular Event. This year, it will be held at Cottrell Farm Park. For additional details, please visit our website at oldbridge.com/recreation or call the office at 732-721-5600, extension 4999. Cultural Arts Committee hosts Cultural Festival. We would like to thank the volunteers of our Cultural Arts Committee for hosting a wonderful Asian Cultural Festival this past weekend in honor of Diwali. Our volunteers put a lot of time and effort in planning this great event, and it showed by the great turnout that we had. Thank you to everyone involved, and thank you to everyone who attended. And I just wanted to add to that, I know it's not in my report, we have about 7 members on the committee. All of these members are volunteers. 4 of them are actually township employees who give up additional free time to be part of this committee, and they did a really great job at this year's event. So we thank them and all of their efforts this year and all the events they put together. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, anybody make a motion? Move it. Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Asatuli.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Yes. Council President Sohar.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay. Next is public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes.
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items in the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks that the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker is finished with their allotted time. It should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting.
Okay. Anyone from the public wish to come up and be heard? Seeing no hands, I will close public comment and go to council comments.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes, to everybody here and everybody at home, have a happy Halloween, happy Diwali, and 2 weeks left. Make sure you vote. Thank you.
Okay.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes, thank you. First, I'd like to congratulate our new officer, Keola. I don't know if I say that right. Congratulations to him and his family. They seem very proud of him, and I just urge him to stay safe. I want to, with regard to election, there was a question, and I know this is a common question from the residents. A lot of people were put on vote-by-mail ballots during COVID. A lot of people don't want to be on the vote-by-mail. They like to go in person, which is very understandable. And they want to know how to remove themselves from the vote-by-mail ballot. So I just want to make mention, Middlesex County, NJ.gov. And if you go on there under the Board of Elections, and if you click on, for some reason it's under early voting, if you click on there, it will give you a way to, it's just a small little form, a short little form that you fill out, and you can just mail it right in, and you should be removed from the vote by mail. So hopefully that helps anyone that's listening, and if not, by all means, always call the Board of Elections if you're having trouble with that.
And I worked there part-time, and usually with the opt-out, it's been mailed out, your ballot, your absentee ballot. So at this point, if it's already, your mail-in ballot is already out there, you can fill out a form, but I don't, yeah.
It's not, oh, no, I didn't mean for this time.
Yeah, no, just to be clear,
I was getting
because,
there, yeah.
people might think they go on, they do that, and then they'll go to the polls and say, oh, I opted out.
It's too
But
late.
it's for the following
For the following.
election cycle.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I just didn't want, any confusion.
Absolutely, yeah. No. It's for the following year. Thank you for clarifying and bringing that to mention. It's
Come in and be like, oh, I did it, and now I can't, that kind of thing.
absolutely. So, in that vein, if you got a vote by mail ballot and you still want to go in person, you can, but you have to vote provisionally, and that's fine. They just direct you to a different table, you vote provisionally, and your vote will get counted. So, yes, it's too late to do it for this election, but for the next, any future election, you just have to fill out that form, and sometimes you do have to follow up with them. And I do want to thank Kate and the clerk's office in advance for the amount of hours that you're going to put in on Election Day. I know that's a very, very long day for you, and so I just want to thank you and your team in advance for your work that day. And other than that, I just want to say happy Halloween, and everyone be safe. Hopefully the weather is going to become a little bit more fall-like within the next couple of days, and everyone enjoy. Stay safe. Thank you.
And I did want to mention that application you're talking about, we also have copies in the clerk's office out in our information center. If anybody needs help, we will take it and scan it and send it to the county, but it's too late for this election, but for future elections, we do keep a variety of applications in that information center regarding elections. So if anybody needs help. Okay. Councilman DePalma.
Thank you. Just wanted to mention, so Pink Out last week was a success. I wanted to thank Amy and Jacob from the TV studio for coming out. So this year was a little bit different. We kind of had TV come out to kind of do a little segment on it. The mayor was there, myself, President Sohor. So I think it was a little bit something different. We get to put it on our television show, highlight some of the great things that happen, both here and at the schools. It was a good success, a lot of people. Things went very smoothly. It was an excellent win for Old Bridge. So it was a great event, and I just wanted to make sure I thank Jacob and Amy for coming out. I know it wasn't too much of a late night, but it's a Friday night nonetheless, spending working. So thank you guys very much. Also, happy Halloween, everyone. Please stay safe. And also, the next time we meet is going to be after Veterans Day, so I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day and thank you all that served our country. Thank you.
Councilman Desai.
Happy Halloween to all residents. Have a safe trick and treat. I just request to every citizen of Old Bridge, please drive carefully on Halloween Day and look out for the children walking in the street. We don't want any accident, so be safe, be careful, look out for our young ones. Second thing, I want to send greetings to my fellow Indian descent resident of Old Bridge. Happy Diwali, the festival of light, and happy Hindu New Year's. Sometime next Wednesday, the festival is almost 7 days to 9 days. It start next Wednesday will be the first day of those holidays. And Hindu New Year's, Diwali is on November 1st, and Hindu New Year's is on November 2nd, Saturday. So I wish my greetings, send my greeting to all my fellow Indian who lives in this town and in this county and the state. Thank you. One more thing I would like to say. Election is coming up. It is very sacred that we must vote whoever you want to vote, vote. Because then you cannot complain that this is not happening, this is not happening. This is the time to pick a right candidate who can serve you better. So please make sure, as Anna just mentioned, early voting is starting, absentee ballot is still available, and election will be on November 5th, Tuesday. So please go out and vote. And I hope the weather cooperate. Thank you.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes, thank you. I want to congratulate the new police officer, Andrew Kaola. Keep him, I pray he stays safe. You know, it's hopefully 25 years of safety. So congratulations to Old Bridge getting a new officer. So also happy, I guess happy Halloween to all you trick-or-treaters out there. Be safe, like I said, watch where you're walking, you know, and happy Veterans Day, like Eric said. Thank you, that's all.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes, I just also want to say happy Halloween, and just be very carefully driving with the kids out there. The other thing, I want to thank Casey. He brought up a lot of information about recycling that I didn't know, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Casey, and happy Veterans Day.
Council Vice President, Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank the Cultural Arts Committee for the Asian Cultural Arts Festival they put on this past weekend at the Senior Center. It was phenomenal. The dance and music was very beautiful. Also, I am urging everyone to consider adopting a pet. Our animal shelter is really packed. We have about 114 cats and kittens. I visit there. They're beautiful, they're friendly, they're well taken care of there. So please find in your hearts to adopt a pet. Also, there are 8 dogs. Usually, that's pretty unusual at this time of year that we have 8 dogs, but I went over there, they're all friendly, they're beautiful, and I'm looking for a home. And also, we're having a fall adoption event, November 2nd, at the Pet Center at the Shops of Old Bridge. It's going to be a wonderful event, and it's starting at 12 to 4. So there's going to be the activities for the kids, face painting. The pets can come in Halloween costumes that you bring there. There's going to be an adoption event to get the pets that we're presenting there adopted. There will be also an ice cream truck and a hot dog truck for the kids and everyone going. So I urge you, please find it in your heart. It's very sad to see these cats and kittens and dogs when they are just so loving and they just need a home. The other thing, I know that still everyone is talking about the taxes at the school, how they went up this year. And it is very overwhelming at this time when you think of it. And there's a lot of misinformation going out. And I know there was at Plaza Grand, there was a discussion, and really there was some misinformation that was given out there, and I just want to clarify it. It has nothing, your school taxes went up, has nothing to do with the council. Zero. In fact, please read your tax bill. We get 17 cents of a dollar, which we have to run the town, which we've been very efficient with. You hear all the time from the road department, from the police. Police safety is the most important thing, and we maintain it well. And in fact, our financial, what Dawn presented tonight, we follow best practices, and we have a AA+ bond rating. So with that said, the school tax went up expressly for several reasons. One, the governor decided to take money away from the school district. Why? All this discussion is coming saying blame it on the council. We have nothing to do with it. They should go and speak to the governor or go down to Trenton, first of all. Then the thing that's going around now that has something to do with the pilot programs that are coming when the warehouses. We're not getting any money at this time from the warehouses. They're not rented yet. They're not even finished being built. And it was either warehouses or more than 10,000 residential units. And you can imagine what that would have done to our roads and our schools there with that amount of students. So I think it's very important to be factual and actual information that should go out instead of causing alarm to people and inciting people. And it's fact, misinformation to the council. We have nothing to do with it. We don't vote on the Board of Education. If we did, it would be a different story, I can guarantee you. So I do wish everyone a happy Halloween, have fun and be safe, and happy Diwali to all. Enjoy. Thank you. November 2nd at the Shops of Old Bridge, and right in front of the Pet Center, there's the parking lot there, and we have a big event going on. But in the meantime, go to our shelter. Everyone's working really hard to find homes there for these pets. It's very sad to see them spend a life in a cage or confined.
Right,
Thank you.
it is.
Council President Sohar.
Yes, again, we're going to naturally be in the last one here, we reiterate everything. But it was a really, really nice couple of weeks for us. I mean, a police officer alone is something for us to all be very proud of. We are really trying to commit to you that public safety is paramount, and the mayor and the business administrator, as well as the police, the chief, it's a cohesive effort to try to make things better here in Old Bridge, and I think it's being successful. I did also enjoy the pink out. I thought it was great. Again, Spooktacular's coming. That's something for everybody to look forward to. I was at that event at the senior center for the Nepal and, the Diwali, and it was excellent. It was even the small children, it's so nice to watch them in the dances that they do. And to share in something, that you can embrace in town. We're so, here in town, we have such diversity, and it's just wonderful to see everybody together and enjoying each other's culture and in a positive way. And I think that was really what Dr. Greenberg also was saying about all of these different things with pilot programs and so on. Somehow there is some misinformation that's being disseminated, and people really have to understand and look into it for themselves. Whether you're looking to vote for someone for a council position, you're looking to vote for someone for the Board of Education, please make sure you vet this out and you see exactly what their platform is and what they stand for. But the rumor mill, don't use the social media, because if you go by social media, it's incredible what's being written in social media. I get things sent to me because I'm not really that techie, but what I see and what is written, I'm just absolutely taken totally aback by it. And you have to weed that out. And please, like she said about pilot programs and things, shared services, there is a lot that goes on. And it's not always one-sided that, we have no consideration. It's not true. I really get upset about that. Please, just make sure you know all of the information. Thank you, and everybody have a great Halloween, have a great Diwali, and be very safe. Thank you. Mayor, do you have anything this evening, or no comments? Okay. All right.
Wish everybody happy holidays as well. Be safe. I know the driving is a little crazy out there, but it's throughout the whole state.
Okay. All right, very good. You want to make an apple, a bite of the apple, you're going to set off a whole row. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. One apple is enough. One bite is enough. Okay, all right, so we're
going to entertain a motion to enter executive session for matters of litigation, Testino versus Township of Old Bridge, and to adjourn, and we won't be coming back into regular public session.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by,
Who seconded?
was it John?
John.
Yeah.
Eric.
Okay.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli? Yes. Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses. Adjourn at 8:20 PM.
Okay, good night.